March 13th, 2020 was our last day in the studio before we closed due to the pandemic. I cannot believe that over the course of 11 months following that, we were able to produce 21 films for the American Midwest Ballet Going Solo series. It was a huge undertaking, but an incredible way to keep our audiences engaged, and also provided an outlet for our dancers to be creative. I think when you watch our films, you get the idea that we have a large production team, but in reality, because of the pandemic, it ended up being just Lance and then one other dancer, maybe the choreographer who was there working on the projects. And so it was really incredible to see Lance work as an artist and to work with him on an art form that is a little bit foreign to me and be able to be collaborative.
It was really fun working with Lance because I find him to be a very calming presence. So I was very nervous, in particular, to film the piece that I had choreographed for another dancer, because that was kind of my first time being able to call the shots on the lights and the kind of more production elements. And he was a very patient and calming presence.
It was educational for me. I think it was educational for a lot of the other dancers on what movements work best with film, what angles look best with certain movements that you do. We were able to talk about lighting and how certain times of the day we're going to work with camera.
Sort of get a glimpse into everyone's thought process and kind of where their mind and their creative vision was at. A lot of times as dancers, we don't have as much creative control over what you end up seeing on the stage. So it was kind of fun, is like you got a little glimpse into everyone's brain as everyone's projects came out.
I think all of us entered the pandemic as different dancers than we are coming out of the pandemic and the Going Solo series. And you can choose to look at the things that we've lost, the performances that we've missed, the steps that are now more challenging, maybe the muscles that we need to work on. Or you can look at the positive things that have changed, where I think a lot of us have become more gracious dancers. We've become a little bit more fearless, braver with our movements, because we've rediscovered that joy that we first had when we began learning how to dance, and you know what it's like to not be able to do it.
To collaborate with Lance and to do a film where we're able to put two ideas that would have never happened otherwise. It's gonna be pretty cool.
Creating a piece that was going to be filmed instead of performed was quite a different process, and I really just wanted to use this opportunity to do something totally different from anything that I've done before.
It's been like the creative beacon during this time for me.
It was a fun opportunity for me to choreograph on a professional dancer. I had never had that opportunity before.
think what's different about dancing on stage versus in a film is a little more stressful in the sense of like you could get a perfect take.
It's definitely physically harder because you have the opportunity to do it so many times, whereas on stage you did it once, you don't have to do it again. But now with modern technology you can go back 15 seconds and watch it as many times as you want.
Film, you have a lot more opportunity to play around with different angles and different spaces and locations. So it's kind of a new way for me to think about creating and performing.
As the company looks forward to the next season, it's really special to be able to look back at this unique opportunity that we all had through the Going Solo series.